Hi, it's Jenica with Jenica's Journals, and today I'm going to share some new planners that are on the market. So I ordered them not necessarily for myself. I ordered them to make covers for them. So I just thought I would quickly go over the new Lloyd weekly planner, and then Sterling Ink's new complete planner. I'm not going to go into details like details like about the inside, because you can see videos probably on their website. I know for sure with Sterling Ink, but I'm just going to give you my overall thoughts. So if that interests you, stick around. I'll try to make this short. Okay, first up, I made an order with Lloydstrom US, and mostly because I wanted to get another 411 in another color, and I just decided to stick with this color. I thought it was a little bit more muted than what it is, but it's definitely yellow orange. But anyhow, I also picked up this weekly planner and notebook, which is a new size. So I wanted to pick this up for sure so I can make covers for it, because of course it's not the size of the other weekly type planners that are in this size. We all know what I mean, right? Hobonichi Weeks. Of course it's different, but we'll go over that in just a second. And then I ordered another 411. I will keep the plastic on this probably, because I do have another one. I don't know. This was, my love for this book. So I wanted to make sure I had another one. And then I bought this pin loop to match with this, because I might try to use this. And then I got some extra large pen loops. And I had talked, I think in my building a journaling habit video, where I encourage you to get a pen loop, just a cheap pen loop on Amazon. But I actually have been buying these, and they're like $5 each. So I like them a lot. The quality seems a lot better. Not necessary, but it's just kind of an indulgence for me. And then it's kind of small for the fatter pens. So I wanted to try out the extra large. So I got a couple of those. These are difficult to find. You can find these on Amazon, but these are difficult to find on Amazon. So I ordered those to have in my stash. And then, so this little guy, this just came out in 2026, and it's the size-ish of a Hobonichi Weeks and sort of the same layout. So the thing about the Lloydstrom planners is, if you want a monthly planner and a weekly planner, and a planner or a daily planner, you're not going to get all that at once. And in one book, it's not happening. So you have this sort of overview an overview of the year, which in bullet journaling style, this could really work, because in bullet journaling, I had to pause because my words were getting all mixed up. Here are your months and your days. So if you were keeping track of your month the way Bullet Journal talks about, Writer Carol with Bullet Journal talks about, this is ideal. But if you're more of a squares for your month, it's not happening with this company unless you buy their monthly planner. So anyway, typical here. So this is just the layout of it. It's just the days of the week down the side like Hobonichi, and then this blank page here. I think there might be some blank pages in the back. There are a few, but they are super blank. There's no lines or anything back here, just a few of them. The website shows not a very good picture, in my opinion. It is not an appealing picture of the inside of this book. I think probably the reason that they do it is because they want to really highlight these dots, and then the fact that there's dots here but no dots in here is in my opinion is not a very appealing picture. But I'm glad it doesn't look that obnoxious in real life. But this is the planner, and then really what I wanted to show you is more the size. So I have here a couple Hobonichi Weeks, a regular size Hobonichi Weeks, and a mega. I don't have that smaller one, whatever it's called, to compare it to. So here we have a little bit taller, of course, right? This cannot We just can't make it the same. 1/4 of an inch, a little less than 1/4 of an inch taller. So I will make a new size in my made to order section for this. I'm not sure if this will be as popular. It's not going to probably be as popular as this, but I don't know if it really takes hold. So, and it's not hard. It's not difficult for me to make a new size because they are the same width. Oh, exactly. Well, okay. Strike that. There's like 1/8 of an inch difference, if that. Let's see here. Not even 1/8 of an inch. So I might not have to accommodate that in the width. Probably not. They look almost the same there, but a little taller. So I will be adding that to my made to order section. I also wanted to, this is a Sweet Freckled Designs, the weekly diary. I have not checked to see if she is still making these. This is an undated weekly. So I just thought since I had it, I would add it in here. And hers is the same size, but not the same width as the weeks. And then, so then of course it's going to be just a smidge shorter and definitely wider spine. So this is a nice little book, hardback, and it's the traditional Lloydstrom hardback. So it's not different in any way as I think the journals. No, they look the same. So that's really nice. Very nice, actually. So that's that. And next is sterling ink. So, these books were expensive. Oh my word, were they expensive. So, wow, they are definitely next level planners. So, I don't have one of every size of sterling ink. What I did to accommodate the different sizes is just sort of just compared a lot of the sizes that I have with a lot of their measurements online. And then I bought some outliers like the standard size notebook, both in the compact and in the full year, so that I could get a good fit for covers with those. And then the B6 Slim, of course. So, but this is a whole new size. And yeah, so here is a B6 and here is the A5. And these are what Sterling Ink is referring to as the complete common planner. So I bought the clear cover because everybody likes a clear cover. And I think that these were designed with the idea that you won't need any other cover. You could just put this put this clear cover if you wanted any cover at all and throw this in your bag. But of course, you know, we're going to do more than that, right? So that's why I'm here. I wanted to show, this is a regular A5. This is my current journal. And this cover is honey. And I wanted to show you quickly how much taller. So if I were to try and slip this in a standard, or I shouldn't say standard, but a regular A5 size cover, do you see how this would not work? Not only that way, but not this way. So even the extra width that I add would not accommodate this beast. So because of the front cover, it's a hardback. So I will be modifying my size to accommodate this book and this B6 as well. The issue that I have is this. So this thing, which we have in a lot of books, I think a lot of us that have leather covers just ignore this, or I do. I just slip it into the back slip pocket and just forget it's not even there. But this clear cover has this accommodation. So I don't know. I am going to probably poll on Instagram what people think about that. Because if I made a slit in the leather to allow for this, you could even go over the leather if you wanted to. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do about that. I probably will do an Instagram, I don't know, voting reel or something. I don't know. But I do have this size already added. Well, not the size, but the option already added to the made to order section for October 1st, which is just a few days away. But I don't know how I'm going to handle it because I don't even have, it wouldn't be hard for me to make a size for this, but I know I'm going to struggle. So I think what I'm going to do is just see if anybody is wanting a leather cover for their complete planner, and then just kind of working with them to try and get that right size. So if you are willing to be a test subject, please let me know. So anyway, these are beautiful in so many ways. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I might end up just making a pattern and then reselling it because it's a mind shift. You know, it's a monthly, and then your weekly pages are right here, followed by your daily pages. And it's for sure a mind shift in how a lot of planners are set up, or ones that I've had experience with. So I just don't know. And then another thing that I am not a huge fan of with sterling ink is the print. So this isn't bad. It's nice actually, but there's something about the appeal. See, I'm having trouble even finding the month in here. Well, it would be back at the beginning. Here we go. Is that February? I mean, I need a magnifying glass. I was gonna say a microscope, but I mean, it's not that small. Magnifying glass to see February. It's so tiny. Maybe some people love that. I'm not sure how it matters. I mean, there's a big 2 there. But anyway, this B6 is really a very nice book. It feels like a novel. It feels like I just picked up a Jane Austen and I'm getting ready to settle down with it. And it's very glamorous feeling. So I like that. So I don't know, because I've been carrying the Moleskine daily around. And so these are both just very nice books. So stay tuned, because I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of drama when it comes to making leather covers for these. I don't exactly know how it's going to pan out, but I'm up for the challenge. I spent the money on both these planners. I don't even know, actually, to be fair, I spent the money on all 3 of these planners. I really don't intend, I don't have big intentions of using any of them, but this was inexpensive enough to where I probably will. I'm not sure what for. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. I'm not writing in any of them, and I'll be gentle with all of them because I might sell them. I don't know, but I feel very strongly with needing to have the book when I make a cover for it, unless the dimensions are very, very close, within millimeters of something that I already have. So there's so many planner companies like that, Hemlock and Oak. I would love to make a cover for that. I simply just don't have that book. And it's Canadian, so it's just a lot more effort for me to get a hold of it. I would love to find a used copy. I guess that's something I could put out there. If someone has a unused or used copy of Hemlock and Oak that they don't, and I don't even know the sizes that they make. But I just try to source as many of these different size covers that I see people, or different size books that I see people using, so that I can make leather covers for them. It seems like my list keeps getting longer and longer, and I don't know if I'm ever going to cap out, and now I'm just rambling. So if you have any questions about any of these books that I just showed, or kind of, I don't know, some ideas or thoughts about leather covers for them, please let me know. Or your just thoughts in general. Do you plan on using any of these this year or next year? Hope you all are well. Bye.